It is a 4-stage obstacle course designed to test people to their very core. Many will accept the challenge, but most will crumble under the pressure. Does anyone have what it takes to become the champion of Junsei Ryou? Previously on Junsei Ryou, the 6 Stage 1 survivors took on the 2nd stage. Even though the course was able to claim a couple of victims, 4 competitors conquered the course. Now, Jordan, Matt, Chow, and Erik must face the daunting 3rd stage. For Stage 3, our final 4 competitors will have to take on 6 energy-draining obstacles. First, competitors will have to make their way across the clothing line. Then, they're going to have to prop themselves up on Gorbachev's wall. Then, they're going to have to ascend and descend the devil steps. Afterwards, they're going to have to cross the brutal cliffhanger. After that, they're going to have to make their way through the brutal curtain swing and dismount the obstacle at the end. And finally, if anyone makes it that far, they're going to have to take on the brand new rope pipe slider, dismount to the end, reach the finish, and move on to the final stage. There's no time limit for this course, but competitors will only have 30 seconds of rest in between each obstacle. Will anyone reach the final stage? Let's find out. Alright, the first person to take on the 3rd stage is Jordan. He doesn't have the benefit of seeing anyone else go, so let's see how he does. He gets on the clothing line. He's taking the commando line approach where now he's going hands only. Trying to get to the other side. Inching his way across, and he makes it. Alright, now he's going to move on to the Gorbachev's wall. Now, if you remember, Jordan used a special technique last time when he attempted the Gorbachev's wall. However, this time, he won't be allowed to use that technique. He has to prop himself up, as you see here. He has to shimmy his way across until he passes the line on the other side of the wall, as you see. This really takes a lot of the energy out of your arms as you're essentially propping your entire body on top of your hands as you are making your way across. Your feet can only provide so much support on the wall itself as you shimmy your way from one side to the other. Jordan is now inching his way there ever so slightly. Still has a bit of a way to go. He inches his way across. Seems like he is trying to increase the amount of distance he moves with each movement. He is about only a few feet left. Oh, he's slowing down a bit. I hope he can make it. And you jump, and he makes it to the other side. That's 2 obstacles down, and still 4 left. Now he's going to make his way to the devil steps. Oof, that Gorbachev's wall really looked like it took a lot out of him. It took a lot out of him. Now into the devil steps. Gotta make your way up, and then make your way back down. Alright, and there you go. He makes it to the top. Now I'm going to make his way back down the steps. And just like that, he's done with the devil steps. Now onto the cliffhanger. Now this time, the cliffhanger, the landing platform has changed. If you remember, he was able to fall onto the landing platform last time. He can't do that this time around. It's been elevated. And he makes the transfer. He's actually going quite quickly through the cliffhanger. He's got to get to that last ledge now. See, there's that elevated platform. Makes the second transition. And he has cleared the cliffhanger. And now he has to take on the obstacle that took him out last time in Junsei Ryou, the curtain swing. Several curtains. He's got to hold on to them and make his way across, and then jump the gap at the end. He is going way better than he did last time. He did not get hung up at all. He's already at the end. He's got to get the dismount, though. He's got to land on that platform, and he makes it. However, there is still one more obstacle left that was added for this competition. the rope pipe slider. It's got to take that bar, slide across the rope that you see, the 2 sets of rope, and then dismount at the end. This is all or nothing at this point. I'm going to see if we'll have a finisher to make it to the final stage. It'd be very interesting if our first runner makes it to the final stage. Let's see what happens. Sliding his way across. Oh, he slid back a bit. Oh, he's sliding back a bit now. And he makes it, though! He made the dismount! And just like that, we already have a person going to the final stage. Still 3 more competitors left. Will anyone join Jordan? But for now, everyone celebrates with Jordan. Holy cow, what a performance. We are going to the final stage. Alright, we already have one finisher this stage. Will Matt join Jordan in the final stage? Let's find out. He now gets on top of the clothing line. And wow! Holy cow, just like that, he's already to the other side. Matt with excellent technique getting across. Those jeans probably really helped. And just like that, I couldn't believe how fast he got across the clothing line. And now he's making his way across Gorbachev's wall. He shimmies his way across. He's actually going at a pace faster than Jordan at the moment, I would say. He's already like halfway there. More than halfway there, in fact. He's already to the end. Much faster pace than Jordan. Matt looking good so far as he makes his way to the other side of the wall with no problem whatsoever. So far, so good. Things are looking good for Matt. He's now onto the devil steps. Makes his way up to the top. Now he's got to make his way back down. Looking a little bit shaky, but he's reached the end and dismounted, and he is there. And now he has to take on the obstacle that took out so many people already last time. The cliffhanger. It's a very daunting obstacle.
Yeah, you can go whenever.
See if he can make his way across. He grabs onto the ledge. Holds on to that first bar for the transition. Using his legs to his advantage. Now onto the second. And oh no! He could not hold on to his grip on the second rail.
Jordan won.
Unfortunately, Matt has been eliminated, which is a real shame because he was looking good throughout much of the course. But unfortunately, he will not be reaching the final stage for a second time. Alright, now it's time for Chow to take on the third stage. Of the 4 competitors to take on this stage this season, he's the only one to have never been to the final stage before. He's going a hands-on only approach on the clothing line. And he got across very effectively. And oh, he actually let out a gasp of pain. Ooh, hopefully he didn't hurt himself on the clothing line. Now makes his way onto the Gorbachev's wall. He is shimming his way across. I'm sure Chow would love to make it to the final stage for the first time. Not quite as fast as Matt, but faster than Jordan went. He's got a good pace overall. He's nearing the end. And just like that, he has reached the other side of Gorbachev's wall. Now he's got to take on the devil steps. He's looking a bit tired, though. Hopefully he didn't pump himself out already. Now he's ready to take on the devil steps. Oh, he's struggling. You can tell that he's struggling. Oh, almost misses that step. He didn't slip off, though, so that's good. Now on for the descent section. He's making his way down. He's being very careful as he approaches the dismount. And he dismounts.
Nice.
He's clear. But now he's got to take on the very daunting cliffhanger. Very devastating obstacle. Now let's see if he can hold on. He's on the first rail. See if he can use that post to help him make the first transfer. He's onto the post. He's on the second rail. There's no post for the second transfer, so now this is the real test. And oh, you can see his fingers starting to slip at the very end, and he was unable to hold on. Chow has also been eliminated at the cliffhanger. A very challenging obstacle. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
Alright, and now the man who was lucky enough to draw last run, it's Derek. He would love to join Jordan in the final stage. Last time he was taken out by the cliffhanger. He would love to get revenge on that. So he's going for the hands-only approach on the clothing line also. And it doesn't seem to be working for him as well as it did for Chow, as he actually seems to be having difficulty making his way across. Also, due to his height, he's got to make sure he keeps his legs up. Probably should have gone with the hands and legs approach, but he did reach the other side. But it seems like a poor strategy on the clothing line there. Probably should have used the hands and feet. Now he's making his way to the Gorbachev's wall. Looks like he had a little bit of trouble mounting the obstacle at first, but now he's making his way across. Actually going across with quite a bit of speed at the moment. Quite surprising, actually.
Going faster than last time.
Kind of shimming his way across. Much faster than his previous attempt in Junsei Ryou 2. But now he's making his way to the end. And he's just got to dismount, and there you go. He's clear.
Up there next to it.
So now it's time for the devil steps. He's got to climb to the very top, make his way back down. And he's already looking like he's having some difficulty here. He's really got to pull himself up to each step. Hopefully the way down will be a bit easier for him. It really feels like he's kind of catching himself on each step. This is going to be quite concerning as he approaches the cliffhanger again. Let's see if he can beat the obstacle that took him out last time. He gets onto the first rail. Let's see if he can make his way across. He's trying to get as much lead up ahead as he can. He's got some L's. He's reached the first transfer. Will he use the post? And he was unable to make the first transfer. And once again, Derek was taken out at the cliffhanger, which means we only have one person going on to the final stage. We have now reached the end of the third stage, and out of our 4 elite competitors, this daunting course managed to take out 3 of them. However, one man, Jordan, managed to survive this daunting task and will be moving on to the final stage. And guess what? You're not going to have to wait to see the final stage, because we're going to move on to it right now. For the final stage, Jordan will have only 45 seconds to make his way up 2 brutal obstacles. First is the Victory Bridge, where Jordan will have to prop himself in between the 2 rails of the bridge and climb 1 full story to the top. And then he'll have to make his way up the final climb, make his way to the top of the I-beam, hit the button at the end, and if there's still time on the clock, he will be our first Junsei Ryou champion. And so, it all comes down to this. One man, named Jordan, will have the opportunity to cement his name in history. All he has to do is climb in 45 seconds or less. Time starts. He starts to make his way up to the Victory Bridge. It's very important to make sure you have your footing on this obstacle. You don't want to slip. Now here comes the tricky part where you have to do a full U-turn. The gaps widen in the corners. You really got to make sure your feet don't slip off as that narrow rail becomes ever more daunting as you turn around. He's got a good pace so far. He's on the second half of the Victory Bridge. 20 seconds left. He's going to be good. I think this might be a good one. He has reached the end of the Victory Bridge. He's at the very top. Now he can dismount. He's got 10 seconds to climb. Can he do it? Oh no, it slipped. He's got to make his way to the top. 5 seconds left. Will he be there? And he does it! I can't believe it! He actually did it! Jordan has reached the top of the final stage.
Really?
And he is officially our first Junsei Ryou champion. Congratulations to Jordan. He has done what many before him have tried to do and has failed every time. He is our very first Junsei Ryou champion. This tournament officially ends on a huge success. Congratulations once again to Jordan. You deserve it, my man. Holy cow, what a fantastic performance from you. And on that amazing bombshell, I am happy to announce that this season of Junsei Ryou has officially ended with success. One man, Jordan, managed to defy all the odds and beat all 4 stages of Junsei Ryou. He is officially our first Junsei Ryou champion. Congratulations to him, And thank you to everyone for watching this season of Junsei Ryou. We have plenty more action left for you to see, so tune in next time for the next season of Junsei Ryou.
When I was younger, my old father would say the only thing worth having was found at the end of each day. But that was then and this is now, and he's far gone, and his voice had lingered on for far too long. He said, my fearless son, you can't be stronger than them all. Their blades control the sky and if the jungle likely fall. And you need an alibi just to pass by in this life, cause your show can't protect you from dead sight. Oh no. When he left to find himself, I left his spirit and body and soul. I also left my family, literally. Cause if he's not worth anything, then what do I know? I'm just a carbon copy of a damn machine. You'll never breathe, and you'll never touch the water. You'll never see